Hello guys, welcome back to the Montreal Beer Review Season 7. Today I'm filming this still during the day, even though it's just switched from daylight saving time to the regular winter time. Today's beer is the Smashbomb Atomic IPA. It's an American style IPA brewed by the Flying Monkeys. That's a cap. Flying Monkeys craft brewery in Barrie, Ontario. Flying Monkeys is still a fairly new brewery as far as their name goes. As you know, they're not very well distributed outside of Ontario, but they're really experimenting with different styles and different techniques and different methods of brewing beer. I'm actually becoming a fan of this brewery, and I'm always eager to see what they've got. Every time I come to Toronto, they usually have something new, so I picked up this one bottle, even though it comes in 6 packs. This is one of the several IPAs I got during my last trip there. 6% is the ABV, really nice label artwork as usual with this brewery. So it says here in the back, Smashbomb Atomic IPA flares with flavor from the bizarre Citra hops, and according to the website it's a single hop beer, and they've added this at every single stage of the brewing process. So it's dry hops, you get early hops, kettle hops and so forth. Brewed with a strong crystal malt backbone, the fiery body of this brilliant ale gleams with light. Alright, so standard 12 ouncer here. I'm going to use my generic American pint. Let's get started. Typical thing for Flying Monkeys is to put itself, quote unquote, words of wisdom on the other side of the cap. So this one says, please don't be so open-minded that your brains fall out. Alright, so let's give it a pour. From the get-go I could tell you that it's more of a Canadian style IPA, because Canadian IPAs are usually when they sort of shoot for the American style. They're very similar in taste, but they're usually darker in color and have a bigger malt backbone, just like the description of this beer said. In this case they use crystal malts. So interesting, it's a cloudy, kind of hazy, light brown color I would even call it, or deep copper. Very nice rich head there. Ooh, this is just bursting with hops as far as the aroma goes. Very citrusy, getting like ripe or even over-ripened ripened grapefruit. Also tropical exotic fruit, maybe papaya, mango. Yeah, this is actually more on that tropical fruit side than it is on the citrus side. Very fruity smell overall. And you get that nice caramel from the crystal malts. Even a touch of, maybe hints of passion fruit. Alright, I can't wait to try this interesting IPA. Cheers. Ooh. This has got to be the hoppiest Canadian IPA I've ever had. Yeah, it's pretty much just bursting with passion fruit, mango, grapefruit. And then at the back it's a very nice sweet bready aftertaste. Quite bitter, but also quite sweet. And so it kind of blends together. It is somewhat dry at the back. This is probably very high in IBUs. I'm going to check when I take some time off. I'll check on the website. Yeah, this is great. It makes me sorry I didn't pick up more bottles. Next time I go to Toronto, if it's still there, I'm getting like a lot of this beer. Excellent, excellent. Very nice, slightly sticky quality. You get lots of hop oils. Yeah, hands down, this is an excellent IPA. My favorite from this brewery so far. I mean, I've had the Hop Skull Illusion, which was sort of almost pale, like they call it. This beats it. It's much better, much more intense. Alright guys, I'm back with the Smashbomb Atomic IPA. Well, first of all, I want to mention that I stand corrected. It's actually not a single hop beer. It's virtually a single hop beer. They do use a small amount of Centennial hops as well in the late brewing process and then the dry hopping, but it's mostly still Citra hops. You get a lovely beer, and really impressed this is a Canadian IPA. I think with each year we get more and more worthy kind of examples of the style, and who knows, maybe in some years you might actually find a whole new style emerging. Maybe the Canadian IPA will be separate from the American counterpart. At first I was kind of thinking that it's similar to the Dieu du Ciel IPA, the Cockney Diable, but that one is a bit more muddy. This one has a cleaner hop presence, and it's not, you know, dominated by the malts. It's still more of a hoppy beer, and will please any hop head out there. Excellent range of fruit notes. I'm getting even things like papaya, pineapple, passion fruit, maybe a bit of orange. I don't usually do it, but I think I'm going to finish this review with a final chug. It's this good, pretty much. So, few final words on the beer. It's the best beer from this brewery I have tried personally, and really looking forward to having this again in the future. Very balanced. You get a very good hop kick, but still, I think it's a good thing they use the crystal malts as the backbone. It's not very typical, but it was an interesting and successful experiment in my opinion. I'm gonna give this a solid 8 out of 10. Just because there's so many IPAs out there. But it's one of the best Canadian IPAs I've had, that's for sure. So it's a very, very solid 8 out of 10 for the Flying Monkeys Smashbomb Atomic IPA. I'm gonna end it here, guys. See you next time. I'm gonna do my final chug. Stay sticks, good beer.